I will be tying a woolly bugger today, but first I would like to go over some of the tools. First, the bobbin, the tool used to attach thread to the hook by getting two wraps of thread on, then wrapping over your starting thread. Snip off your starting thread with it and cover the extra space. Now I will be showing you the hackle pliers, which I have just attached a hackle feather. The hackle feather, when turned around the hook, will result in your hackle feather stems of feathers coming out. If you can see now, hackle feather has come out, and I will tie it off with my bobbin. Now I will be demonstrating the hair stacker. I have just cut off some elk hair. If you can see, the tips are uneven. First, we will want to strip out any excess, and you can probably not see, but there's an extra piece that you will have in, and you will put your elk hair in and tap it to about 15 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then if you put it sideways, take it out, your tips will be even, and then it is time to tie it in using a pinch wrap. Now I will be demonstrating the dubbing whirler. First, use 2 fingers, put it in the center of thread you have pulled out, and tie off your thread. Then take your dubbing whirler, put it in. If you can see, there is a bump on the metal, and you will put that bump in so that 2 other sides are revealed. Now you're going to want to rest your bobbin with whatever you have. Take some of your dubbing. You don't need much in a fly, so don't take much. Then you will secure it on one side by wrapping it in one direction. Then you will spin your dubbing whirler, and it will make it thinner and better to use. So then after you've spun it, you can just twist it around instead of using thread. Twist it, twist it, twist it until your dubbing is revealed. If you can see, there's now a thicker layer of thread on my hook. Last but not least, the whip finisher. There is a hook on the whip finisher that you will hook it to, and if you can see, there's a little bump when you come down in the metal. Then, so you hook it, wrap it around, hook on the other one, spin it to make a triangle. Then you have 2 opposite sides of thread that in the hole in the center is where you divide the thread into 2. And then you take it off that bump, pull up on your thread, on your bobbin, and take off the hook, and you have a successful whip finish. Now I will be tying a woolly bugger. First, I need to cut 10 inches of lead wire. And I must wrap about 20 or so turns. So now I will attach my thread. Now I will wrap my thread back to the bend of the hook, which is literally where the hook bends. Now I'm going to select a fluffy marabou feather, hoping I can find a good one. Now I will attach my olive marabou feather, which is very fluffy. and cut off the excess, making, just for the record, if you are near the hook bend, make sure your thread does not get caught on the hook. Okay, Mom. Okay, Mom. Cut an 8-inch long piece of copper wire that I am now going to secure with the right angle technique to my hook. I do not believe I said this earlier, but the woolly bugger is a fairly complicated fly to tie. Okay, done. Now I am using black chenille, and I am going to secure it with a pinch wrap and wrap it on the base of the marabou feather. Or, no, I shouldn't say the base, I should say on the clumped up part of the marabou feather. I'm going to go back and forth just because that is the right thing to do. It'll make this fly thicker. So now I will simply tie off my... Now I've cut a piece of black saddle feather and I'm going to use it as hackle like you saw in the practice video. I'm going to use my hackle pliers. Okay, I'm not going to use hackle pliers apparently. And I will clip them and stop the video. Now I'm going to wrap the copper wire around the hook of the woolly bugger. I believe I got too much copper wire for this because I will whip finish the end of my fly to complete it. I like to do 2 whip finishes just to ensure it holds. Sometimes even 3 on hard flies like this. So now I will show you the bodkin, a tool we did not go over in the demonstration video at the beginning. Bodkin is used to apply head cement to where I just attached the whip finish. You always close your head cement and wipe off your bodkin at the end, or it will freeze into a buttery substance. Watch. It freezes on impact of the air so it doesn't fall off the bodkin, and you will touch with maybe 5 times the head of the fly where the eye is. 4, 5. Then you must secure your head cement with its lid. It does not matter if you leave it out. Grab a paper towel, which I conveniently have one right here, which has marabou on it, and put it in a circle around your bodkin and wipe it off. This is the finished product of the woolly bugger, and what if you tie it, it should look like. I will spin it around so you can see every area of it. Now I will demonstrate. Now I will be demonstrating the. Now I will be